might help if I plug in the mic. Alright, just give it a moment.
Throw, let's get your lesson started. To move, you press the keys on your numeric keypad. 8 for up, 2 for down, 4 you'll need to use your sword too, of course. The W and Q key, well done. Excellent. Alright, let's go. Let's make sure you can move diagonally. Use the 7, 9, 1, and 3 keys for that. Follow me, follow me. Follow me, 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 follow me. Press 5 to wait. Press 5. 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 Press 5 to wait. Press 5. Press 5. Press 5. Press 5. Press 5. Press 5. Press 5 to wait. Press 5. Press 5 to wait instead of making a move. Press 5, press 5 to wait instead of press 5 to wait instead of making a move.
Hey, where'd you go?
Well, that's the end of the. Well, that's the end of the lesson. You graduated clearing school.
You didn't even explain how to fight.
Well, that's the end of the lesson. You graduated clearing school.
You didn't even explain how to fight monsters.
What are you, some kind of baby? Well, if you really must, take the passageway to the east for a good lesson. But if you think you can figure things out on your own, go down the stairs. Also, if you're the type that doesn't like listening to speeches,
Just waiting for someone to show up and say something. I don't actually know if anyone's intending to watch this or not. The only person I do know is that Insoluble isn't actually able to make. Bleh. The only thing I really know is that Insoluble isn't able to make it. Oh, hi. Just messing around, waiting around for things to occur. It's technically not 2 yet, so I don't know, pre-stream? Today's first is Blue Rooms, because that's right after what I actually did most recently, which was the blind race holds. I should take like a bunch of screenshots of the clearing school hold and just make something that's like a warped version of the clearing school. Or someone should do that. Has anyone ever done that? Is that what one of those Smite Master selections is? It seems like a missed opportunity if not. Quintance, sextants. Etc, etc. Yeah, but Insoluble said he couldn't make this particular one. But I guess he'll be able to see it as a recording. Anyway. Okay, enough messing around. Around 3, so in a little bit like an hour, my family will probably show up and I might pause a second to say hello. That's about all I know for sure. Okay, so, Blue Rooms by Boy Blue, a puzzle-oriented hold. Officially starting. Blue Rooms 1, Prologue. Beethro goes looking for adventure. What have we here? Version check. I'm sorry to do this, but this hold requires version 2.0.11 or higher of Drawd Journey to Rooted Hold or a newer version of Drawd. Okay. I'm curious what makes this a version check. Does anyone know what things about it being the right version make this work the way that... I don't know. I'm rather curious. What's in this version that's not in the older versions? Decoys? Is that the new thing? I really wonder what it is. Decoys, fuses, bombs? Could be any number of things. Anyway. Seep. Very easy room with Seep. Here's a rock golem for reasons. Why do I care that there's a rock golem? Huh. I'm not sure I understand what this room has in it. Well, I can do this. This doesn't really accomplish anything. Oh. I guess the goal is to actually stick the rock golem here somewhere. Let's see, I think I need him. No. For this to work right, I think we need him to be hanging off of that from a certain direction, like... Yeah, I need to hang him off of this wall, facing that way. How am I supposed to be able to do that? I don't see any way to do this. I was just curious which of the things in the version check room actually applied as the version check to make it possible to clear the room. I imagine it's probably the decoy, though. I don't really see any way to get this golem in the place you have to put it. There's no way to actually have it going toward you from the south. You need it to be coming at you from the southwest, and you need to be already up here. But there's no way to do that because there's nowhere to hang it to put it there. It's easy enough to hang it off of the top of this, but there's no way to hang this off the bottom. I've been thinking about taking various Bithro expressions and trying to make them into Franker Faces emotes, just out of curiosity to see what that looks like. Could be used by Deadly Rooms of Death streamers in general. And like Critic Portrait for you're playing the game poorly. If these weren't broken walls, I might be able to figure something out here, but there's just no way to put the golem where it requires it to be. I don't see any way to get it done. Try this one. There sure is a roach there, I guess. Okay. It looks like I have to do some magic trick with these broken walls to get the roach behind me, but not too close behind me. Maybe something like this. No? I should put a version check room in that requires you to have time tokens, and also for the AI to be exactly the right way for whatever fixes have been made. Maybe I should try this. I really don't know how it is I'm supposed to get the roach that far behind me. Probably not that way. Maybe something like this. Or... that's about the maximum distance I could imagine getting. Except that I did it wrong, so I have to start all over again. This is pretty much the most distance I could imagine being able to get here. I guess this is enough. Alright. Still no ID on the rock column road. I got a place of some sort. I don't know what it was. There's a few too many roaches in this room to start with. There we go. 10th place tie. There's something familiar about this place. If you say so. Okay. How am I supposed to bring that roach out? Am I supposed to enter here from a different way? I guess this is what I'm supposed to do somehow. Really? I think I threw myself off the intended parity here, so I have to wait a turn to put back on. Or something like that. And here I'm somehow off the right parity again. There. That wasn't too hard once I understood what the purpose of the ortho squares was. Why can I open this place up? Just for convenience, I guess? Here's a pair of wraith wings. Deal with it. I don't know how to deal with a pair of wraith wings. I don't really feel like there's enough space here to accurately manipulate a pair of wraith wings into position. They're just going to keep flying around in exactly the same patterns every time. Should I wait around here and then kill them? I don't see it. This room's graphics look a little strange. If you look, the top of this room on the map is red, and the bottom of this room is purple. What does that mean? How is that even possible? How do they make it look like that? That looks like some kind of... Like, does that mean the bottom section is not required, but the top section is? How do you make your room look like that? I really have no idea how to do that room. Oh well, let's see what's up with the top half of the room that's required, I guess. There's a way back. And this is the exit. You think that's a... I've never seen it not be red, though. It looks very clearly red if it's surrounded by pits, normally. But that looks actually red. That looks actually purple. Huh. I don't understand how this is supposed to be possible. It doesn't really matter what I do, they're always just going to wind up in this position. And once they're in this position, no amount of moving back and forth fixes it, and no way of going slantwise onto here does anything. I guess I could do that at some point. It just really seems like they managed to make the map show up differently from how it normally should show up. Well, I figured out how to make the Wraithwings kill me, but I still can't kill both of them without putting them in some other position than that one. Well, I can kill that one, but if I do that, the other one will be stuck forever. And I can't kill it. I haven't the slightest clue how to do that now. And I also still have no idea how the heck this is supposed to be possible. It clearly requires you to do something that you can't actually do. The trapdoor exists, but it's obviously useless. Like, it apparently exists just to, I don't know, give you access to a one-use checkpoint, which is kind of an extreme moot point when I have unlimited undo. It's not very good checkpoint placement to intentionally make one only usable once. Just in general. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, vertical preference basically means that you'll always go the wrong way unless I'm facing north, but if I'm facing north, then I can't make him go where I need him to go. The only way to make him close to where I need him to be is to be facing north in order to make him do that. And once he's done that, there's no way to put him there because this had to be a cracked wall and not a normal wall. Am I supposed to come at it from the east somehow? I don't see how that could possibly work. You do? I have to put him where my sword is now. There's no other option because of that Wubba. I'm pretty sure I've put it there before. Sorry. This has happened before. Well, I haven't been doing anything interesting since the last time you wrote something. I've just been trying to do what you suggested. Yeah. He just doesn't want to go anywhere I want him to go. I'm not sure it's possible to make him go to that place from his position. I'm having exactly the same problem as before, because I have to be facing east to get him to chase me from there. But if I'm facing east, then he won't chase me from the right place. If I'm facing east, then I'll break the wall. I mean, I don't know, I can't talk right now. So let's see. How far to the east I start him out, he'll never actually go to the tile I want him to go to before coming to me first. I really have no idea how any of this is supposed to be possible. That sounds like a pain. I really don't want to do that even. This room is just a giant pain to even try to do, much less to actually do, it sounds like. At least personally, if the prologue is like this, I'm not sure how I feel about even trying to do the rest of it. Even if I did go look up how to do these other two rooms. This just has a lot of things that are just too magical in nature to be much fun. I don't know, maybe it gets better later. I'd say that's enough of this one for now, at least. Although, hold on, is that... Yeah, that's image 4. Okay. I thought that was a weird shade of blue for the door, and it didn't look quite like doors. Okay, let's try this one. The Boss Lair by F. You have been challenged to a new zone. Note, I can't find the hide entrance text label button, so please don't complain about the descriptions on the forums. The descriptions are somewhere on the left side of every level. You can't... It's a... That checkbox is not hard to find. What version? This was in Journey to Rooted Hold? I made a thing in Journey to Rooted Hold. It's right there. It's look, it's right here. It's not that hard to find. It's right in the center of the screen, right under where you edit the text. I'm not sure how that's hard. Anyway, I'm not sure why you would publish something to the Holds forum before going on Architect and asking someone how to do it, is what I'm trying to say. Level 1, Roach Army, Entrance 1. Okay. Somewhere on the left side of something or other. Drod, welcome, I am Brainiac1999. I will give you some info if you find me. Let's start with the first level. You shall use Halp instead of your sword to fight off a Roach Army. Okay. Anything else to say? Bye. Anyway. Yeah, so use Halp instead of the sword? I think I'm using him alongside my sword. I mean... Wielding Halp as a weapon sounds ridiculous enough to actually be a really interesting custom element that you could make, but that's not what's actually going on here. In fact, I'm gonna make that a feature request, Halp weapon token. I mean, the monsters won't attack Halp, so logically if you put Halp on top of the monster, it should kill Halp. It should kill the monster, right? Exit level, 28th place. Next. Entrance 2, bigger Roach Army with a queen. Okay. Here's this even more obvious broken wall. Hi. You will fight the Roach Army and the queen with the blow of one orb. The blow of one orb? Sure, that's a good phrasing. Is this gonna be like a one level beginner set, whatever? Beginner set 1, of which there is only one? Why am I using... How does the orb figure into this? I'm just using a mimic. I don't understand what this has to do with using the orb. There's not a room to the north of here. It just looks like there is, for no good reason. Alright then. Exit level, 46th place. Security! Entrance 3. Here's some houses. They're just randomly placed here. You! Watch out, Dugan's people are mad. They've sent the entire guard clan. Okay. Is that the guard? The entire guard clan consists of 4 people, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, if there were any risk at all of one of those guys maybe hitting that orb, then I guess there might actually be a problem, but as it stands, that's not pie in the sky. Okay, you got 3.14 somewhere? You will encounter flying death as you proceed. What did you say? Watch out! So let's see, so far we've had Drod High, you are. Let's see here. Yay, Wraith Wings. How very mildly annoying. And look, I can actually get these guys up against the correct wall. Maybe. I stand half a chance of it at least. No, you stay in there. I mean, surely they wouldn't block off the room exit. No, okay. Let's try it when there are 3. There we go, that's what I wanted. 12th place, 1 secret found. Empty? Empty? Empty. Playing. Ha! Watch out, the spiders are back and worse. They're back and worse? Okay. They're back and worse. That's a meaningful set of statements. So I guess worse just means they're brained. I should use worse as the word for brain from now on. To say, like, if, you know, things are unworst when you put them behind a force arrow, for example. Crush! That guy's pointing to the right. He's pointing at these 5 instead of those 4. I think those 5 won the vote. Drod, hi! You are playing Drod. A set of monsters is created. Please test them. A new set of monsters is created. Created by what? Are we sure this isn't the same guy as the beginner set, whatever? I mean, it's a little better than that, but wow, how is this a new set of monsters? This set of these rock golems were in King Dugan's dungeon, right? They're not new. Is this supposed to be like a prequel to the entirety of Deadly Runes of Death? Like some ancient ancestor of everyone, of Gunthro and Beethro et al. Is actually testing everything out for the Empire? Yes, yes, trapdoor failure. There we go. The Snake Pin of Death. Well, that was awkward. The level entrance is on top of an obstacle. Tourney. Tourney? There are moving snake traps known as wubbas. You could still use the walls. Also, you need to hurt the blue rattlesnakes by their tail. So, Drod, hi. You are playing Drod Tourney. Oh, are they? I could have sworn I encountered those in the original. There are no wubbas in this room. Why did that guy bring up wubbas? There are none. What the heck? Are you sure there are no golems in... I could have sworn there were. Oh well. So why does this hold? Why did that guy say that there are wubbas when there are no wubbas in this room? Huh. My memory is just wrong then. I don't know precisely where I thought I encountered them, I just thought there was a level of them. I think Journey into Rooted Hole and King Dugan's Dungeon just kind of blur together in my head anyway, in a lot of ways. I mean, I'm aware that the Tar Stuff and Snake trios have their second entries have their first entry in King Dugan's Dungeon and their second entry in Journey to Rooted Hold and their third entry in TCB, but beyond that, I'm not really sure what elements are from which, because they both kind of feel like similar games. Mudbath. I wonder what's going to feature in this one. 2. The red blobs are awakened mud. They are cut on the diagonal sides instead of the orthogonal sides. The inside or outside diagonals. That's an important distinction. Oh no, this is Six-Eyed Mother. I better kill it before 30 turns are over, or else I will have to not clear the room. That was so hard to do that fast. 6th place tie. Entrance 9, Slayer Chase. I have come to remove you, Delver. Watch as I dismember this intruder, students. You're kinda stuck. You're very stuck. You can't... I can't cut you, but you can't get out from under that desk. Rooted. Oh, was that supposed to be Journey, not Turney? Alright. Oh no, the Slayer knows where you are and won't stop at any costs. He doesn't know where I am, only his wisp knows where I am. He has to follow along his wisp unless he's really nearsighted, you know. I have the theory that all Slayers are, in fact, nearsighted, and that's why they can't... I better actually figure out what order to do this in. Anyway, all Slayers, including 39th Slayer, are nearsighted. And that's why they can't figure out where you are unless you're really close by, and they have to blindly follow their wisp. Like, they're more nearsighted than roaches are, for example. The Delver thinks that the orb will toggle anything. Always trust the wisp to get your job done. What did you say before? I want to see your dialogue. That Delver thinks that the orb will toggle anything. So bright. Ha-ha. Riveted. Hee-hee ho-ho. Settle down, class. Watch as he is at risk of death. I'm not at risk of death, but okay. I have come to remove you, Delver. I forgot that I shouldn't say my lines again. Oh well. That was easy. Level 10, the Evil School. Entrance 10. Okay, just for fun activity, if you get killed, guess post on the forums which staff member killed you. You don't have to be accurate, just guess. Mr. The, 1st grade. Mr. Evil, 2nd grade. Mr. Slayer, 3rd grade. Mr. School, 4th grade. Mr. Death, principal. Okay. Sure, I guess. Hold. This is it. You have a bunch of Slayers chasing you. Okay. Are they all 39th? Because the generic Slayer wasn't invented until TCB? Seems to be the case. Okay. So, this looks like a place where I have to use the Slayer's help or something. Actually, I don't know. I guess I'm supposed to push him in to push that orb or something. Let's see. I pushed Slayers around before, I'm just never completely sure how to do it. Yeah, it is an actual puzzle of sorts. It requires some form of thought. I believe I need the Slayer to be hitting that button for me. And it's not too hard to make him do so. There we go. Bye. Exit level. 7th place. I conquered the boss layer. And someone left behind the... I mastered the boss layer. Anyway. I guess maybe I could have moved the spiders around to where they wouldn't attack me, but hey, I mastered a hole on the alphabet tree. And he left the default in text. Okay. Buried Dungeon by RJ. A rumor of an ancient palace buried beneath the sands of Akanadia had swept through the Smite Masters Guild, though great danger was also known. Beethro had been the first to answer the call. He imagined there would be treasure, although none had been mentioned. Okay. That's a lot of fragments, I gotta say. Gunthrow version 4.0. As Beethro arrived in the desert, he saw the I can't talk today, I don't know what's wrong with me. He saw the remnants of the ancient palace that was rumored to have been here. The structures were mostly intact, but the desert was taking its toll, even on the near-perfect construction of the palace. Beethro realized that he was lucky to come here when he did. If he had come later, they may not have been anything left. There. Burning Sands. Look at that artwork of something sort of resembling a rattlesnake, I guess? Yeah. Alright. Is there something to the south of here? There is. A secret room with a lot of those. Yep. It's a lot of those. Is the goal here just to arrive at every possible station and hit all the guys in the process? I'm not sure about this, how this is supposed to go. Okay, I see. If I do it wrong, I'll get killed. Okay, maybe I should start by entering this way. Okay, there's some kind of ordering thing going on here. I'm not really completely sure how to determine the correct order, but... well, apparently that's not it. Maybe this one? I also have no idea why there's this massive loop-de-loop here. It seems really strange that that exists. I don't know if the particular lighting of this place is supposed to be a hint of some sort. There's an awful lot of things I really just do not know about this room. Including how I'm supposed to solve it. Well, that can't be it. Maybe I'm supposed to start down here? I mean, as far as I can tell, just on instinct, there's no way that one of these can't be the right way. Like, at least one of these has to be the right way to start. I just have to find the right one. So, I mean, it should be possible to do this by way of trial and error. Just try various orderings of things until something works. At least in theory. I mean, unless there's something I'm missing about how this works, but I don't really know what I could possibly be missing about how it works. Sorry, rock golems are loud, though. Okay, so if I try northwest first, then I get killed if I go north. If I try northeast first, then I get killed if I go northwest next. I get killed if I do that next. I get killed if I do that next. I get killed if I do that next. So northwest can't be the right one to start. What about this one? Try this next. I'm dead. Try this next. I can't do that. I can't do this one either. Okay. I think I tried that already. So I don't see how any of these ways could possibly actually lead to finishing the room. Like, it seems to me like no matter which way I enter first, or what I do before I enter, there's just always going to be a rock golem pair that will kill me if I try to come in a second time. And there's no way to pull anything out of the area. The only way I could possibly hope to solve the room is by going in all 4 of these things and clearing them. But I can't do that because if I go into one of them, then it blocks off all the others. And I have absolutely no clue what the purpose of all this mess is. Aside from maybe being art, hold art, or something. Oh well, let's see what this room has. This room has a lot of tar stuff, I guess. That's not a useful way to enter. So this is the only way I could possibly enter. And it doesn't really avail me anything to do so. But if I do this, then I can kill some gel? Maybe? Sort of? Not really? Let's try the other entrance here. Okay. I can almost make progress. There we go. 1 down. Still no idea how to do any of the others. There's just nowhere near enough space to kill any of these babies at all. And there's no way to face northeast or southeast. There's no way to face a northward direction at all. So I don't see how I could possibly have enough space to do anything here. If I try to attack either of these top 2 blobs, then I just instantly get killed by something. So those can't be the right thing to do. But there's nothing else that I could conceivably do. Because I think I tried attacking the blob that's at this entrance already, and that didn't do me any good either. I mean, I guess I can kill them, but there's not really anything I can use. I can't get in there at all. Yeah, there's no way to hit any part of that and actually destroy it. I can't hit this blob because I can't face the right way. I can't hit either of these or that one because no matter which way I face to attempt to do that, I get killed. And I can't exit and re-enter because doing that doesn't help. I mean, either I exit and I re-enter facing this way or that way, or east, north, or west, none of which is a useful direction to be facing. If I could enter in a way that was, say, south, then I might be able to kill these. Maybe. I'm pretty sure I still wouldn't be able to kill those. What I really need is some way to enter to the facing northeast or northwest, but those are not available. So I have absolutely no idea what it is this room expects me to do. I'm just going to conclude that one's probably impossible. And what the heck? Why would you make a room that just kills the player if they don't recognize there's a clone right away? Like, what am I supposed to be able to do here? I can't even kill all of any of the blobs. I guess I'm just supposed to do that. I don't see how I could possibly manage to do anything else. Hooray, I did something. Oops. I guess I'm just supposed to do that first, and then do this? I really don't understand. Like, where... There aren't even any monsters left. What? Those are Fagundos. Fagundos activate Conquer tokens, don't they? I swear they do. And if not, since when? What in the world is this room about? This room makes no sense at all. And I have to actively avoid it because of the stupid clone that's on hot tiles for no good reason. What the heck is this? Am I missing something? This seems incredibly straightforward overall. Maybe it's not, but it seems that way. I just have to find the right way to enter. So as I understand it, this room is entirely about eating potions in exactly the right way, without really having any idea what the right way could possibly be, though. I mean, I probably messed up already. I might be able to figure this one out if I look at it really hard for like half an hour. I'm gonna guess those last three are just to check if you've put all of the potions in the right place so that you can grab 3 more potions from the inner part. I mean, there's no way that those last 3 are useful. Those west 3 are useful to the rest of it. Huh. That's a clever way of hiding force arrow walls. I hadn't thought of that. Honestly, I think anyone who's ever seen me solve a room before is probably well aware that I'm not going to ever solve something that requires me to actually look really hard at it and understand what's going on. If I can't figure it out somehow on instinct, I'm not likely to ever figure it out. This just looks like too much of a mess, honestly. Like, maybe if I put down on a piece of paper and tried to draw out what all these paths are and what they look like, I don't know. I feel like I need graph paper to solve this, and that's just too much. Well, anyway, I've looked at this room already, so let's see what this is. This has something to do with evil eyes, I guess. Oh. Evil eyes and don't you dare turn your sword, I guess. Do I want to not stand in the light, or do I want to stand in the light? I really do not know. Don't want to face that way. Maybe this way? Yeah, that seems like the right way to face there. Maybe I can just pull that one out here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, maybe not. Face a different way and then pull it out? Yes. Okay. I'm pretty sure I did this wrong, but I have an idea of how I might be able to do it right. If I just wake a whole lot of eyes and pull them all out with me, like I did that earlier one, just as long as I'm careful to pull them out the right way, then I can probably kill a lot more than it looks like you're able to at a time. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. Now, I guess I want to stand here. Then I can wake 2 eyes up. Kill 2 eyes. I think this is the right way to face for this one. Maybe that's not the right way to face. Is it this way for this one? Yeah, this feels better. This is probably more correct. I mean, the more eyes I can wake while still in this part of the room, the better. Wake or kill, either one. I'm still missing a guy who's facing a bad direction. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to get to him in this situation. Is that the way? That's the way. Okay. That's not it. This way. Oh yeah, that guy's gonna wake up too. Maybe I shouldn't do this direction next. Maybe I should try northwest. Who was it that kept killing me before and preventing me from getting anywhere? I really don't know. Can I face this way? I can, I guess. Why are there lights arranged that way? It seems like it should be some kind of hint. Like, hey, stand here for reasons. Good reasons, I promise. Can't do that here because there's an eye in the way, but I should be able to do it here if I face the correct direction. I don't think I get it. There's just too many eyes all playing in the wrong ways. There's no way to wake them without just running out of places to go first. There sure is a snake in this room. I think I meant to say that there's a roach, but there's also snakes, so I may as well stand by my original statement that there is a snake also. Well, this is helpful. I don't want to at all. I think this room is about getting everybody off the pressure plate so I can walk inside, maybe? Oh, I have to enter from the south. I'm not allowed to enter from any other direction, I guess, is all there is to that. And then once I've entered, I have to, I don't know, put those guys back on those. No, I have to get everybody off this place. I have no idea how that's supposed to be possible, but let's see. There are 12 things to put, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 12 more. There's technically 19 places, but there's no way to use at least 4 of them. And also there are invisibility potions that are impossible to take without just, I don't know, killing the rock giant standing next to it. But even then, even if I wanted to do that, I have to get past these guys first in a way that doesn't put something on a button I don't want at all. It's the only way I could think of to handle that. And I'm gonna have a leftover golem if I try to do this. Not very happy about that. There, he's stuck there and won't bother me because he can't see me. Okay, now that's not gonna work. I really need you to not be on my back. Really? Okay. Problem is, these rooms are not just hard, they're terrible. Thanks, Mexwadi, wherever you are. Well, I solved that room. Right there, I solved it. I'm gonna see what this is, because I actually haven't tried it yet. There sure are a lot of decoy potions, I guess. Should I be killing? I don't know whether or not I should be killing these guys, but that's my first guess as to what I should do, because they're the only monsters around here. I don't see any way to kill them the rest of the way. I still don't see how I could possibly kill them, though. I mean, even if I don't know. No, maybe I guess there is a way, but... like, what else how am I supposed to... I guess something like this. I have to somehow find a way to turn, though. And I can't turn, because there's nowhere to turn. I guess those just exist to clean up the tar? Well, that's not gonna work. If I do that, then I can't kill the rest of that. How am I supposed to turn around? Now there's a decoy in the way. I really don't like this. I just don't like this hold in general. Just everything about it is awful and annoying and incomprehensible. Let's see, I don't actually know that I have downloaded all of the Caravelnat C holds. So I need to go check on that. I have not. Okay, well, stand by for downloading. Well, I guess Chance for Paradise is a large hold. I don't know, I think I heard rumors that there are custom elements of some sort in there. The point is, this is the one it stopped on, so I have to guess that it's huge. I hope to one day make a hold so large that a person who is downloading it has to stop and pause and think to themselves, wow, that's a big hold. But like for good reasons, not just large for large sake. I mean, I hope I'm not being terribly unfair to the Blork's hold, but it just wasn't comprehensible at all. Like, it was 100% nonsense rooms that are impossible to make sense of. Like, maybe, I think each one of those rooms' concept could have been built up to with another easier room to help make sense of what's going on in it. Like, the haste potion room could have been a quarter of its size, still been the same idea of a puzzle, and been comprehensible, I feel like. I don't know. I don't have any idea how very many of these there are. So I guess we'll see. Confusing hold is taking a moment. I don't know, I mean, Blork's is contest entry for the winter contest, the Christmas contest. I thought that was okay. I thought that was somewhat comprehensible at least. I solved a few rooms in it. It was, I feel, a little better. Okay, data imported successfully. Look at all those new holds. I don't know what T6. Oh, I'm willfully ignoring most of Entry Point except for parts that I myself am involved in making because I kind of don't want to spoil it for me. Like, I want to see the major hold itself as a complete unit at some point. I don't know. Anyway, Cab Driver's Paradise by Mr. Cab Driver, or really by Mer Cab Driver because there's no period here. My second hold. I hope you enjoy these puzzles and have fun with them. Also, your eyes will like the room art. Missed by Mer Cab Driver / have fun playing. I'm trying to match the way the capitalization is, but I'm not doing a very good job. Anyway, let's see. Cab Driver's Paradise, first level, Sand Grounds. Beethro goes to the beach! I probably... There was a clicking rattle sound there. I hope it wasn't anything important getting broken. I probably have to use the decoy for something. I don't know what exactly, though. Oh, well, if I turn my sword, then maybe that'll work. Duh. First place tie. Nice. Eighth place tie. How did you do that faster? I don't know. I can't wait to kill all these roach like things in the slowest and stupidest way possible. Is this a pile of spiders? Yeah, it is. Okay, what is this? Mixer shredder. Cool. Will it blend? I don't know what that means, but okay. Let's just try and alleviate this slightly, at least. Alright, I'm pretty sure this'll do. Oh. Maybe not. Hold on. Go back. I'm trying to at least kill 2 a turn, so this isn't as tedious. Or I guess 1.5 a turn. This is a super tedious and loud room. There's not even anything interesting about it. It just sort of exists. I like to think even my worst room in rank and file is better than this. Snake ground, playground, everybody happy. I'm not happy. I have to kill a giant crowd of snakes. An unnecessarily large crowd of snakes. Rattlesnakes. With a mimic. Hurrah. So very happy. I'm glad they're not adders, so there's no risk of them accidentally killing me. Killing my mimic, I mean. There we go. Boss Battle 1. White Donut Fly thing. Yeah, sure. I can't actually do that until, See, I'm of the opinion that you could make boss battles in Deadly Rooms of Death, and in fact, I made something resembling a boss fight already. A couple of such things in Beethra's Awakening in progress. But, like, you gotta do something to really make it feel like a boss fight. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be an exceptionally hard puzzle, but it should feel like a boss fight. Which, nothing in Beginner Set 1 or that other one I did today, whose name I can't remember, feels like a boss fight. It just feels like, we slapped some things into the room, have fun, I guess. Let's kill that goblin. Okay, no more goblins. That's really the only thing I'm interested in. A lot of the time is no more goblins. I could probably do without Wraithwings too, though. Okay, there. Hooray for the eye bomb. Sure, I guess. Is it the new product from Apple? I don't quite understand in what way this is a paradise. In fact, I haven't even seen any map art yet. Have you? Have you noticed some kind of map art being present somewhere? Because I haven't seen it. It's like, why even bother putting on the puzzle mode to see the visions of the eyeballs, given that they're not really that important to know about. There we go. Now I can do the quote-unquote boss. Yeah, you sure did decide to label this a boss for no apparent reason. Away it goes. Next. Beethro is a screwdriver and drives the roaches nuts. I'm gonna drive around roach nuts? That doesn't sound fun. Clean the hole. That's not a very nice thing to say. Oh hey, secret room. Draw it is good. Recommend draw it to friends. AE nice one. Draw it is cool. Checkpoints are nice. Caravel Games is good. Draw it is great. TCB comes soon. Good fan holds. Okay. Are we sure this wasn't written by Danforth or whatever his name is? I can't remember the exact name of the guy who appears on the end screen and is like the fictional like marketing guy person, but check this out. You are good. Game on. But is Cab Driver secretly that guy? That's a lot of nonsensically placed checkpoints. Oh hey, why don't I just, I guess I need to be a little bit more careful about that. Let's see. I just need to sort of be out of range of the bombs myself first. Okay, one more step and I'll be there. Boom! No more bad guys. Did I miss something? Really? That's just lame. But why though? Oh well. Let's do the thing all over again. Okay, now I just wait for explosions to happen. Boom. Oh, there's still a queen way the heck over there. This is just kind of a mess. Is this level supposed to look like a screwdriver somehow? Because it doesn't look at all like a screwdriver at all. At all. Did I say it all yet? I love this. I've never before seen Wuvas used as spam. They're not very interesting spam overall. Almost hold. What? Why can't I, it won't let me. It won't let me put a mimic here. But I don't. Oh, spiders. I should probably just have it in puzzle mode forever, I guess. This is really unnecessarily tedious. There we go. I'll say. We're getting an alternation of holds that other people will probably think are good, but that I don't like because they're too hard for me, and holds that are just kind of like this today. Okay. 31st place tie. Third level, handsome and brainsome. Nice and challenging puzzles here. This was made 10 years ago, the beginning of 2007, January 1st. Goblin and snake makes a brain. I'm pretty sure that's patently false. I'm like 90% sure that's not true. But, you can believe what you want to believe. Has anyone ever tried, like, performing alchemy where they combine a goblin with a snake to see what happens? Because I don't think that's what'll happen. I don't know what will happen, but I don't think that's what'll happen. Hooray, I can bomb some Wubba for some reason. Let's just get rid of this guy, and then I can see what the rest of these papers say. Seal it or steal it, stake in the lake. What? Within these ponds, great potatoes grow. Outside the Wubba, they wait for dose to steal the dough that we don't grow. Let eat not speak. What did she knows? What? Someone submit that to the contest this month, please. I don't care. Just, you know, pretend it's yours. And pretend it's meaningful somehow. War row our wa wura.
What did I miss?
Hi. You missed absolutely nothing. I don't even know why you're here. Go away. Let's just clear out these goblins. And then the roach queens. What's this button do? That button doesn't do anything interesting. So let's just kill some roach queens. Must be a spider. Might as well put a guy there. So, like, there's not even a brain in this room, but the architect has demonstrated that he knows what a brain is. So I'm really confused as to why it's like this. Like, you could make this room more interesting with a brain, because I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure potions are actually brain visible, aren't they? And I should probably just wait a moment. And then do that. Okay. Put another guy here. Okay, that takes care of that. And this is a decoy, isn't it? Let's just clear out this local area. I don't know, put a guy here. So, like, is this supposed to be a parody of the Warholds, which I guess maybe existed at this time? That's what I'm wondering. Because he said all these things that sound like mix-up of the word war. Yikes. Why am I putting so much effort into killing things? There's all these mimics I could still use. this is fun-ish. This exists. Why is... That roach is just not... What is that roach doing? Is it just out of range of all of the decoys, I guess? Okay, yeah, it's out of the range of all the decoys, so it doesn't know that there's me, that I'm here or anything. It's just stuck there. For a second there, I thought it was like stuck between a whole lot of different decoys with no idea how to handle that situation. That's not what the deal was, though. All right. Okay. Well, that was a weird room to exist. Someone's actually worked hard for first place in that room, I guess. Let's try not get seen by all the eyes this time. At least not in a fashion that makes it impossible to win. Alright, now maybe I can just do this to kill the rest of those sheep. Yep. Why is there a fuse here with nothing to light up the fuse with? These are the questions for the ages. 4 more eyes. And that room is done. 63rd place. 6 1/2 of 6. Oh no, tar mothers. Whatever shall I do? I think I'll just let the mud grow until it auto-kills the snake. Probably. This game is really... But you can't see the fuse, and I'm so confused by that. I'm confused by the fuse, you know. Anyway, I'm inclined to just let the mud grow until it covers up the snake and he can't move anymore and he dies. That's my inclination. I'll just stay here where this mimic is. Mimic potion, I mean. There we go, no more snake. I might have created myself a problem. Let's not create for myself a problem, then. Whoops. Anyway, there's no more snake now. Okay, maybe I should just not do it that way, because that's going to be a massive pain to clean up. I'm immediately starting to agree with you. I think of mud as easier to kill than tar, because, you know, it normally is. But if you're going to flood a room with something and then just try to leave, mud is unequivocally going to be a problem. And with that, the snake's already dead. I didn't even have to try very hard. Okay, that'll do it. Now to make sure this guy doesn't create any new problems. Okay. I'll be right back. I think I just heard my family come in. So, enjoy this room art. I'm back. I had to help move some things as I guessed. So, what have we got here? A very easy Target puzzle. A dead snake already. Oh, okay, I have to do something. There might actually be something resembling a puzzle here. Let's see if I've got this right. Yep, that's it. That's all there is to it. And then we need the snake to go back into his hole. Come on, snake. Quit being a jerk. Thank you. Wow, something resembling a puzzle. I'm amazed. I didn't think this hole was capable of such a thing. 4th level, art puzzles. You can make hold art, beauty over brains. A dung fork mud fork. Sure, I guess. Sweet back swipe. There, no more mud, Mother. Then I can kill the rest of it at my own pace. Okay. Another one? If you say so. Oh look, it's a master wall that exists. Okay. Sure. I don't understand this obsession with dung. I just don't. This is just annoying. Yeah, I don't know why there just are. How am I supposed to come at that mud mother now? This is such a pain. Let's just get rid of this mess first. Oh yeah, that might actually do it. That's probably a little easier than trying to screw around with all these brains first. Perfect. No more stupid mud mother. Now I can kill the rest of it in peace. There. And a dung spoon, mud spoon. These do not look like a fork, knife, or spoon. I gotta tell ya. None of these look anything like that. Like at all. Oh well. Have some force arrows. They exist. Clear. Does this exist for a reason, or is it just there? Looks like it's just there. Exit level. That's a lot of stairs. Thanks for playing. I hope you enjoyed my hold. Real room puzzle art only for masters. Yeah, sure. Beethro is a plane. He flies like a wreath wing. Okay. Oops. I don't understand. What is this supposed to be exactly? Air to air. I'm not... This isn't the air, this is just more grass. You're gonna have to actually give me a player role that lets me fly. Or something, if you want me to believe I'm flying a plane. Flak bombs away. This is just so weird. Okay, as I guess, there's nothing off to the sides. Storm clouds, shoot them with AGN rockets. Why? I can just do this. What? Someone has something. You may land. He's not visible. You forgot to make the guy visible. I'm gonna crash just straight into these stairs. Beethro is a pyro. If you say so. It's just that I can think of some much better uses for those decoys than exploding bombs. Like making it unnecessary to explode bombs. I may as well blow that one up. How long does this go for? I mean, it had this thing that said thanks for playing, and I was like, oh, that's the end of the hold. But that's not the end of the hold. So the place with all the ridiculous numbers of master walls all over the place is not the end of the hold. I really doubt the room puzzle art is worth mastering this hold. I'm just not inclined to believe that it is. Well, that was kind of fun. Blow up a whole mountain! Volcano! But this room is already cleared for me. Well, that was a big explosion. Kind of loud. Alright then, next. I'm just gonna prefer to make a wall of decoy here. Maybe get out of the decoy's way. Oh wait, I see my problem. Okay. We want to face the decoy that way. Like so. Whoops. I'll just wait around for them to kill themselves, mostly. Look at that, just one left. Now that one I can probably kill with a bomb. Like that. Thanks for playing, you are 1337. I'm sure that's what place I got. No, I got 64th. 1004 moves. 181 kills, 8 deaths, 352, no secrets. Well, why do you keep saying thanks for playing? It's not the last level. I keep thinking I've completed the whole and I haven't. I'm tired of this. Let's just see what's next. Candy for Gramps by Larry Merck. Beethro brings candy to help his grandpa in this linear adventure. Okay. This is City Beneath based. I don't necessarily look forward to a Larry Merck hold, but it might be better than the one that was really hard before. Word got to Beethro of his grandpa's illness early one spring morning. Spring shouldn't be capitalized here. Beethro knew he'd better set off to visit his grandfather immediately, since any sickness could be his last. First, Beethro stopped at the local candy shop and picked up an extra large box of chocolate-covered mush flies. Although mush flies were not Beethro's favorite, he hated how the wings always got caught between his teeth. These were for Grandpa. Next, Beethro grabbed his really big sword and headed out on his trip. Beethro had made this trip long ago with his father, but his father had cleared the way back then. This time, Beethro would have to overcome the monsters and traps that lay ahead. And it wasn't long before Beethro found himself in a bit of a predicament. Oh no, there's 4 rock golems. Whatever shall I do? What's the scroll say? Hold by Larry Merck. Thanks to testers, Curious Shy Rabbit, Jay Bluestein. Yeah, that happens. Sometimes it helps to reload the page. How am I supposed to even get the dude in here? They won't go in here. I did just start this one. I just don't see how this is supposed to be possible. I mean, if the rock golem is close enough to the entryway that it can actually come in to this square area for me, then it's also close enough to me that it's just going to kill me. So there's no way to actually put a rock golem in here, as far as I can tell. I guess I can do that for one of them. It's not really going to work for a lot. For very many of them. Tell me the truth, have I already messed up? It's hard to tell. I pretty much anticipate a nightmare as soon as I see Larry Mark's name. I mean, I kinda get how to do some of them, but I don't see how to do most of them. And once I'm in a position like this, there's no way to get anything to happen at all. It's the fact that these stupid pressure plates have to also be the only ways out of the little room. If that weren't the case, then this might have been a reasonable puzzle, but as it stands, it's just ridiculous. Like, do I have to put them all in the box first somehow? And then get them all back out? That's not it. I think I might have it. Let's see if this works out. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Here we have another thing with a whole lot of problems. I have to somehow be in the right position to kill one of these guys as the other one stays out of my dang way. And then I have to get away from the golems afterward. Well, that can't possibly be the right way. Nor that. There's not exactly an abundance of places to kill things from. I thought rock giants were created in Were rock giants in City Beneath? Or were they first introduced in Gunthrow? I feel like maybe Gunthrow, but maybe I'm just misremembering something. I guess they must have been in City Beneath, because this is a City Beneath based hole. Okay, yeah. Now that's weird. The rock giant has move 1. So why does it... I guess because it can't move diagonally? That guy's already in the way. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. I just remember the level in Gunthrow that's based around rock giants that's like about... It's like there's this giant room with a whole lot of force arrows or something. You have to make some kind of maze out of a rock giant or for a rock giant or something. I'm not really completely sure what I'm remembering. That seems especially bad. Maybe setting it south instead of east or west would be good for me, though. It's a little strange when you're disarming in this situation, you don't turn. I can't figure anything out with that setup. Part of the problem is I don't really know. I don't have any way of figuring out, it feels like, whether I should be trying to hold my ground here somehow, or go to one of the only other 2 places that I can attack things from. Feels like if I do anything like stand my ground here, then I'm going to get stuck. But I can't figure out any way to actually get to one of the other safe places. Basically, if I'm safe, then I'm stuck, and if I'm not stuck, then I'm dead. I can't even remember how I got out of this box one time. I know I did at some point get out of this box, but I don't remember how anymore. I mean, I'm not even worrying about the corpses right now. I'm just trying to figure out how to even survive long enough to do anything. always dealing with having two of them up against me or something like that. I'm not sure I would have named this Pleasant Way. Maybe Rocky Road. It's kind of, it has road tiles and it has rocks. Maybe I'm supposed to do something fancy early on. I don't see what I could do though, to not get killed very quickly. I'm sure there's some trick to its existence, but it doesn't even matter if there is unless I can figure out how to survive beforehand. Yeah, but I can't find a way to even survive and get out of the box while the giants are there. Well, I figured out one room in a Larry Marcold, so I guess I can feel accomplished. I have been at this for about 2 hours. I think we got a decent number done. I mean, 5, one of which we actually mastered, so that's not bad. Let's just call this a day, and because I'll be at a conference, I think it'll be 2 more weeks, so the next time I anticipate being able to do an alphabet stream is in June. Yep, because I'll be at the hotel on the 20th. But this is the streaming computer because it has a screen big enough to actually show me the chat and the DROD and the thing, the OBS that I'm streaming with. Whereas the laptop isn't nearly as big and nor as capable. And then the week after that I'll be in transit back here on the 27th. So June 3rd it looks like. Anyway, today we did Blue Rooms, the Boss Lair, Buried Dungeon, Cab Driver's Paradise, which was not a paradise, and 1 room of Candy for Gramps, followed by being completely stuck. Alright, anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good week, and weeks, and so on. I hope to have a hold published soon, if someone tests it enough by then.